Okay, so I'm gonna plug you into this $99 stimulus special going on this weekend for the home-based business. Right, it's just not enough for you to make more money. Right, a lot of people do need to make more money, but you also need to maximize your money and grow and protect your money, right? So when you make more money and you're in investments, right, you want to keep more of the money that you make. So I'm going to plug you all into our stimulus weekend promotion with MWR, right? So you can understand, get that $99 tax credit, right? No money. I want you all to know this. Are you overpaying in taxes? Will you see a tax deduction, right, from President Trump's payroll tax holiday, right? Hey, big boy, 357, thanks for tuning in. We got Millionaires are Us, right? The board doctor. Tell me what your credentials are first. I see that you say you are a doctor, the board doctor. My credentials is financial education and knowledge, right? And Columbus, Ohio. So if you know anything about debt and taxes, right, you know this is the portfolio that the rich and wealthy have. They don't pay high taxes. This is why President Trump can have a $750 tax bill or payment. This is why Jeff Bezos can make millions and get a tax refund, right? I'm trying to fix my clothing. You all just came from the gym, just finished working out. This is why Kanye West, right, can start a nonprofit and make more money and get refunds from the IRS. No money ever exists, right? Our payments, right, are demands for money. And since no money exists, we just have paper currencies, which was created, or called cash, which was created so you can be in a debt-based system, right? This was created by man to keep people in a debt-based system. So since no money really exists, this is called fiat currency. Fiat means to just trust in it. All you have is your signature and your exemption ID number, which is also your social security number, to pay federal fiat, Federal Reserve notes. You don't pay debts per se. You can only discharge debts by using Federal Reserve notes. A debt is not paid, it is simply transferred. So what you're going to see as the dollar becomes the value and depreciated, right? Every paper currency, every fiat currency has lost, went to zero value eventually, or lost at least 98% of its purchasing power. So let's get right into the presentation. I don't want to keep you all long. The live stream has been going on to see the results people are getting from this home-based business. So I'm going to tune you all in. Hello, everyone coming in.
Go out and get a car. They put that car on a loan payment for 7 years. Man, by the time you finish that thing, you paid for 3 cars. But guess what? We're so used to doing it. Equity Max attaches you to our debt elimination experts. They give you a debt-free date, and they give you an estimated millionaire date, where you literally, by doing the same thing, can have $1 million in your bank account. Last year, MWR helped people save $500 million in interest. Think about what I'm saying. See, when you pay things off faster, that's money now that you can invest. But when you keep paying the bills, you can't invest. And we miss that because we tend to think, you know what? Well, my mom and my dad did it. They had this 30-year loan on the house. They paid off their car. They, it took them 5 years or 6 years. You're not supposed to be attached to a debt that long. So that's my point. If you're losing, again, I like to keep always putting it together because I want you all to see it too. Let's go ahead and talk about that. If you're not bringing home what you think you make, if the credit is making the interest rate stay high, if the debt is high, how can you ever do the next thing, which is start building wealth. Now I say the next thing, but I need to stay here. We also have something called Bill Shredder. We literally are attached to people who help you shred your bills. They do the negotiations for you, and they lower your monthly expenses, helping you save money and helping you increase your cash flow. See, once you increase your cash flow, now you can get into the wealth space. Now you can get into the space where you're starting to invest your money. And the one thing you can't do, you can't outwork money. See, money doesn't go to sleep. Money doesn't call in tired. Money doesn't have a bad day, have an attitude. All money knows how to do is make more money. But you got to put yourself in a situation to get more of your money back. So when you get the money that you earn and you work for at your job with the tax minimization, guess what? Cash flow. When you get some of those interest rates down, you get your what? Cash flow. When you now start getting out of debt quicker, guess what? Cash flow. And now I can take all the money I was losing, I can put it into investments, and guess what our experts do? They help you. No risk of loss. It helps you to achieve that second objective. It helps you to become the bank. And also you get a chance to get involved with something called land bank. But you know what? I've done enough talking. I want you all to hear people who have real life testimonies dealing with this. The first gentleman is going to be a gentleman who has an equity max testimony. He's going to tell you how the MWR helped him get out of debt a little faster. Mike Khan, how you doing, my friend? We can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you put us on?
Real well, Marvin. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for joining us, man. I'm so excited when I go through this and I tell these stories, but it's nothing like people hearing real life stories. Tell us how Equity Max, tell us what they did for you real quick in about 60 seconds. What was your life like before MWR and what it's like after?
All right. Well, great. First I want to just say that you're doing an amazing job with this whole presentation. So keep it up, man.
Thank you, sir.
With Equity Max, one thing that it does is it works with your existing debt so that you don't have to refinance, consolidate, nor raise up your monthly expenses. So with me, I had $1 million date of 2059. But the one thing that I really that blew me away about this Equity Max system is the fact that in the same time that Equity Max would have helped me to accumulate $250,000, my creditors would have still had me about $40,000 in debt.
Wow.
So, which one would you take? The $40,000 minus in debt or the $250 surplus or $250,000 surplus?
Wow, man, that's an awesome testimony. $40,000 more in debt. Man, thanks for sharing that, Nick Khan. I appreciate you being here and keep it up, man. I know now that cash flows up, you about to start getting those investments up, right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
Thank you, man. Let me go to Colonel Stewart. Colonel Stewart, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, how's it going, Marvin, this evening?
I'm doing great. I got to make sure we do the,
all good, brothers. All good.
Can you tell us, Colonel Stewart, exactly what max you're going to talk about, whichever one you want to? Tell us how it helped you before MWR and how it's helping you now.
Hey, Marvin, first off, man, I want to say thanks for having me on this platform this evening, man. And you're doing an amazing job of breaking down these strategies in lame terms, man. Great job. Keep it going, brother. But I just want to talk about Money Max, man, because it was the first one that I took advantage of right off the bat. I'm talking about the day after I joined MWR. Before MWR, man, I was paying over $1,200 per month in taxes. Wow. And bottom line, that's over $14,000 a year. And my largest income tax return only been not even $6,000. So you can imagine where's the rest of my money. So when I was introduced to this, the first step, man, all I did was upload 2 pay stubs and my previous year income tax return statement. And the licensed trained professionals, that's what really got me. I had licensed trained professionals that are governed by the IRS. They sent me back a completed W-4 tax withholding form. I took it into the finance office. My next pay period, man, I gave myself an $890 a month pay raise. So wow. That's over $10,000, just about $11,000 a year pay raise that I gave myself. It didn't even have to go into my boss and ask for a raise.
Right.
And that was amazing.
And here's the deal. If you went into the boss and asked for a $10,000 a year pay raise, you'd be out of a job, right?
Hey, I'll probably be in the hospital on the 3rd floor, the psych ward, man. Like something wrong with you.
Larry, man, that's awesome, man. A lot of people, they almost scared to look at the information when we introduce people, when we tell people, all we do is expose. We just let people know about strategy that is an exposure, and they think we trying to get them in something. We're trying to let them in something. If I can tell you a way to get a $10,000 pay raise and not ask the boss, man, that's a win-win. Larry, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you, man. Well, guys, you want to hear from this guy. This is the guy I saw about a year ago, and I heard his story. It was, I mean, literally, I'm like, what? You telling me the guy got laid off and came back and fired his boss? Well, guess what? Here he is, the waymaker himself, Mr. Charles Ivory. Brother Ivory, how you doing? We can't hear you, Charles. You got it?
Hey, Marvin. Hey, I'm doing better than amazing, man. I appreciate you inviting me to your call, man. And you're doing an awesome job educating these people, man.
No problem. Charles, just you tell us you have benefited from a lot of the maxes. If you don't mind giving me about a 90-second version of it, though, let people know how this thing has blessed you and your family.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's been a truly blessing. You know, I joined the business about a year ago, a little over a year ago. But when I joined, I did not know that I was going to be laid off due to the coronavirus. You know, I worked on Fort Stewart, a military installation, as a VA benefit advisor. And to protect the installation, they shut us down for 90 days. Okay. But because I was in the business, I was able to work the business and share this type of information with other people. So when they called me back in July, Marvin, I just literally turned in my equipment because I was like, hey, I'm making 4 times the amount of money that I was making on my job from home. And, wow. And there's 2 types of equity, Marvin. That's time and money. So when I got a taste of being home with my wife and my kids on a daily basis, it was literally a no-brainer for us, you know. But prior to me firing my boss, you know, I adjusted my W-4, got back $600 a month, shared it with my wife. She got back $800 a month. That was $1,400 coming back into the household. We then shifted that money to pay off some credit cards. We were like $80,000 in credit card debt. Once we paid that off, it lifted our credit scores up to $800. You know, we did what Larry did. Was input the stuff into the system, and the experts did all the work. We were able to pay off our home. We had a 30-year mortgage, paid it off in 15 years, and then we started shifting that money to the investment portion of MWR with the land banking and the private reserve account. So this opportunity has been a life-changing blessing for my family and I, and I'm loving it.
Man, Charles, thank you so much for sharing it. That just tells you, and we haven't even talked about how we make money. We're just talking about how we save money, cash flow, and how we start investing money. We haven't even talked about how we make money yet. That's a powerful testimony, Charles. Thank you so much for being on here. And I'm letting people know y'all gonna see his face a little bit later as well. Thanks, Brother Ivory. LaShondra, I see you there. I'm gonna add you real quick because we've had all these gentlemen talking. LaShondra, you know you got about 60 seconds. How you doing this evening, first and foremost, though? Can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I am great, Mr. Marvin. If I was even better, any better, I need a twin. You know what I mean? It's been an amazing weekend. I've been having an awesome time. How have you been?
I'm doing awesome. I like sharing information. This is so fun to share people and help them change their life, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to quickly share my Equity Max testimony. I always get excited too when I hear Mr. Charles' story because I'm like, oh my God. Right. So Equity Max for me and my husband, actually our creditors had us in debt for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
But the financial experts, I went in and put in all of our debts, just type those in, and the Equity Max plan has us debt-free in 7 years. And that's going to save us 61.6% in interest and $65,641 total in interest.
LaShondra, that's a powerful testimony. I mean, this thing is crazy. And again, like I said, we haven't even talked about how we make money. And I want to say to the people, what you've heard tonight, we're talking about people who are minimizing their taxes, getting an instant pay raise. They're getting higher credit, lowering their interest rates. They are getting out of debt faster than they would have, and they are investing. And all we do, I'm going to get to the money, but literally when I share the money, all we do is share this information and let other people do the same thing. That's the crazy part, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? Thank you for being here. I got to get going. They telling me I need to keep on going. Thank you so much.
See you later.
All right. Now, I think I got another guest coming up. I don't see him yet, but I think he's somewhere out there. Oh, my goodness. You know what? It must be Saturday night. That's the only reason this guy show up, because he might have his shades on. I don't know what he got on, but I got to add up to the screen. This is my man, Pierre Junior State.
Hey, man.
On the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is my business partner. He just cured me.
Yeah, man.
Business partner. Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Mark, let me tell you something, man. You know what, man? You one of my favorite dudes in this business, man. If I didn't get in this business, I would have never known who Marvin Green was. Let me tell you something, man. I just enjoy our conversations, man. I enjoy you supporting me, man. I support you. How I'm not gonna come on, man. I see Marvin Green. You my best friend, man. How I'm not gonna come on.
Kia, let us know. Seriously, because sometimes people think everybody who got in the business, there was something wrong with them, right? They was already broke, busted, and disgusted. We know that's not true. You just heard some of those stories. So let's talk from a perspective of a guy who lost $250,000. That's how much he was making. He had already made, he told us last night, $1 million in 2 years. Yeah. I don't mean to tell you business, but I just did.
No. It's okay, man. I'm not ashamed, man. Yeah, I lost $1 million. You know why? Because I didn't know what I was doing. And guess what? Them taxes is real. Yeah. You know what he's doing, man? And thank the NWR Financial, man, that there was a recovery process. Because the president said, hey, we're not coming outside after March 6th. Right. Hey, that meant death for me. I lost $250,000 because I couldn't do stand-up no more. Wow. I'm not, don't look at the number. Look at the situation. But what MWR showed me was, even with the money after losing $250,000 was, you still can win. Right. You still can win. You still can win. And I'm going to tell you something. What they've done for me, I work for a company called iHeartMedia, right? Mm-hmm. iHeartMedia is the company I work for. They were taking these taxes out of my check. I got a W-4 too. I knew nothing about. I adjusted my W-4, started getting about $485 back in check, almost $1,000 back per pay period. Wow. For me. Now hold on, dog. I paid some serious taxes, but an extra $1,000 in my check, right, made a difference. But hold on, when I got an NWR, my credit score was a 650. You know my credit score is today, man. This is crazy. My credit score today is a 778, man. Wow. Hold on, Marvin. I don't have to know how they did it. Right. It ain't none of my business. I ain't no expert. All I did was what y'all told me to do, Marvin. Upload it to the portal, let the experts do the work. That's right. That's all I've done, man. I'm telling you, man, let me tell you something. It's a lot of people, you know, they look at their finances, they probably don't want to talk about how much trouble they in. But if I can come out here, look, I'm not going to lie to you about my finance. Right. But I can admit I needed help as well. That's right. And that's all I'm going to do, man. Hey, man, quit being ashamed of your situation and get your help. That's right. Hold on, Marvin. For $129, you can't get no help? Right. Well, kid, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me go ahead and finish this thing up. I'll see you later, brother. All right. Hey, you heard Kid say for $129. I told you earlier $228. But this weekend, we have something called a $99 stimulus credit. To get started in business, this weekend alone, it's $129. $129. You spend that eating, you spend that doing a lot of things. You probably spend it just kind of going through Facebook at night and buying stuff that you really deep down inside don't need, Amazon or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to talk about how we get paid and we're going to get out of here.
Because here's the deal. We have something called leadership expansion bonuses. And let me be clear, like I said earlier, it's not about getting you in anything. What people are trying to tell you is you need to have some financial experts working on your behalf. And when you have a financial expert working on your behalf, the company, MWR, they pay us pretty good to share this information with other people. Like literally, you can make $10. Well, literally everybody you tell about the business, $50. Everybody that you introduce to MWR, $50 is cut to you. And as you tell more people, the company starts saying, we're going to add 10 to that. We're going to add 20 to that. 45, 55, 65, and 75 on top of the 50 because you are introducing people to the company and the people are using the services. It's real simple. Don't want to mix it up and complain. As you go, it might start small. So there's some people who say, okay, I understand the business part of it, Marvin. And like I said, I'll be quick. This is actually the back office of my mentor, Brian Bean, right? He started a year ago. This is his first check, $28.05. The next day he told some people, $38.05. And they told some people, and they told some people, and they told some people. You all see it, $330, $325, $229. Every single day, more and more money was coming because he shared the MWR financial opportunity with other people. And I say really, he shared the services, okay? Now, as you share this information with other people, the company says, well, when you get really good at doing that, we're going to go a car bonus from $500, $1,250 to $3,000 a month. Two of these people you saw tonight, Kia Space is making $500 a month in the car bonus. Miss Quanah Sims, we call her the Wealth Whisperer, making $1,250 a month. And Charles Ivory, the guy who literally was fired from his job and then fired his boss when they tried to bring him back, is now doing $3,000 a month. I want to say real quick, whatever your car note is right now, if there was a check for $500 that came to your mailbox to take care of it, would you like it? Say, I want the 500. Somebody put that in the comments. I want the 500. See, sometimes people, the numbers can be too big. You can't even wrap your mind around it. Say, I want the 500 because I know right now, if a check, when the check came to my house and I got that 500 bonus, I was like, oh yeah, I can feel this. Now we have something called the presidential bonus, right? The presidential bonus allows you to do something else. As you share this with more and more people, you build a team like anything else. You tell some people, who tell some people, who tell some people, all of y'all are benefiting from the services. And as all of y'all benefit from the services, MWR says, man, we're going to reward that person a little bit. So we're talking about being able to have a presidential bonus from $500 a month. It goes all the way up to $100,000 a month. Literally, we got Miss Cashflow Christie here doing $2,500 a month with the presidential bonus. She's literally the first woman of MWR, has broken all the records. And literally, these people have been in the business less than 16 months. Let me say that because sometimes, they must have been in for 5 years. They got in early. Nope. These people literally, all they're doing is sharing the information. Presidential bonus, $2,500 a month. Mr. Brian Bean, the guy who started the EDM team, the extra digit movement, where we change your income one digit at a time, $10,000 a month with the presidential bonus. But you know what makes him so special? He showed other people how to do it. He showed Christy Howard and Shayna Rollins and Charles Ivory how to do the same thing. That's what you should be looking at tonight. Like, you know what? This makes sense. The services make sense. That's one. 200 million people need this information. My family, my friends, my church members, my co-workers, my fraternity brothers, sorority sisters, they need this information. And you telling me if I can start working on my finances and then just share with some other people how they can work on their finances, I'm gonna possibly qualify for $1 million rings. These people are what we call $1 million residual ring earners, which means they're in a club because all of them make more than $8,200 a month. And you know what you would have to have in the bank, right? To make $8,200 a month at 8% interest, $1 million. So these folks, they only get paid because they're introducing people to what? MWR Financial. But here's the thing that you should think about as we close. Can I do it? Does it make sense, and can I do it? Well, it makes sense because 80% of the population has those financial challenges. It makes sense because, as far as I know, we're going to probably be in this situation for a while, and we need the solutions. It makes sense because those objectives that we talked about, like a current lifestyle or future lifestyle, they're not going anywhere. It makes sense because the extra digit team has a system that allows you to be successful. See, we don't do that thing like we used to do in class where you tell the person in front, then they tell somebody, and you tell somebody, and then it get to the end, and the message isn't right. When you get the training from the source, Extra Digit showed you how to make this thing happen for you, and literally, that's what I like. Don't get caught up in Mr. Brian Means' money. Get caught up in all the people he's helped make money. So for those of you out there, the person that invited you out, they're looking for one thing. They want to know what number are you, a 3, a 2, or a 1? A 3 is a person that says, I love my current situation. This is not for me at the time, no problem. I don't trip on that because guess what? Everybody gets to say no. But here's the people we want to talk to. If you are a 2 or a 1, a person that's a 2 says, I want to improve my cash flow. Marvin, I need those services. I need somebody to help me minimize my taxes, help me with my credit, help me get out of debt. I need some investments. That's only $79.97 to get started. It's $79.97 a month. You know, here's the deal. But right now, since it only costs $129 to join, why not do the whole shebang? Because I tell you what, when your credit taxes go down and credit goes up, and investments go up, you're going to tell somebody. And the company going to pay you just because you naturally told somebody. We get paid 10 different ways. I only showed you 4 of them tonight. And the person that's the number 1 says, Marvin, you could have stopped talking long time ago. When you brought Charles Ivory and Larry Stewart and Macon and Cassandra and Julia on this screen, you quit talking a long time ago. I want to work on my cash flow. And you know what? I do want to tell some people. It's 2021. I want a different start than I had in 2020. I want a better financial situation than I had in 2020. I want to do something different. I want to be able to work from home, make money from home, share some information virtually, and get paid doing it. Let the person that invited you out know whether you're a 3, a 2, or a 1. Right now, literally, while we're on the phone, text the person that invited you out. They want to know, are you a 3, 2, or 1? If you're a person that invited somebody, when they got on early, when I told them, let them know, hey, are you a 3, a 2, or a 1? For the 2s and 1s, we're going to see you on our training. We got another presentation just like this at 10 p.m. tonight. This is what I need you to do. The 2s and 1s, get signed up right now and get some people that you know. Say, you got to see what I saw. You got to see what I saw at 10 o'clock and just invite them to the 10 o'clock presentation and let the experts with MWR do the work. With experts who do with EDM. Let the EDM team expose them to the MWR opportunity. I want to thank my guests for being here this evening. I want to thank them for having those and sharing those powerful testimonies. This is so real, but I thank you all for spending time with us this evening and hearing the information, right? So I'm Marvin Green from Tallahassee.
Okay, so that's the presentation. I'm trying to bring it again. I just left the gym. Wild hair, don't care. But just wanted to try to get you all in on this, why it's a $99 credit, meaning that it's $129. Now, in my first live stream that I did today, some people were asking, do you have, and it's not $119 a month, it's $79 a month, right? Do you have to invest $79 a month? And my response to that, well, if you have a business, right? If you operate a business, this is not an MLM, right? A lot of people think this in terms of an MLM, in which that means that you have to go out and sell people or recruit people, or why I am investing in something, and may not see the return on my investment on a monthly basis. However, you can, at no cost to you, if you do get 3 people to join you or enroll with you, it will be at no cost. The business will be at no cost to you. So either you can get others, 3 people, right? Plug them in, or you can pay the $79 and you can get the $5,000 startup subsidy credit from the IRS for having a home-based business, and just decide to get more money out of your paycheck, right? Once that more money is coming out of your paycheck, or is being applied to your paycheck, because now you have 475 business tax deductions, right? Let's learn the language. It's a difference between tax deductions and tax exemptions. As an employee, you only have tax exemptions. You only get 15 tax exemptions, right? When you are a part of a business, you get 475 tax deductions. And in return, what does that really mean? That means you get more money out of your paycheck, right? You get more money out of your paycheck. Now, I'm going to read some things out of this book. This is what got me started into network marketing. You all know how much I love Robert Kiyosaki, besides the book behind me that says Lower Your Taxes. This is Rich Dad's, the business school for helping people who like helping people. And one of the things in this book that it brings out, let me adjust this microphone, is that a lot of people wanted to get involved with him in real estate investing, right? And real estate investing, however, they did not have the money. And it's a lot of people who want to get involved with me, right, in crypto investing, but let's be honest, you don't have the money. With cryptocurrency, it may take up to a year to see your tax returns, or your money may be tied into that for up to 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months, right? If you want to put it in a hold for your investment. So if you're living paycheck to paycheck, people, already, do you have the time, right, to get the gains in cryptocurrency that you can get? Do you have the time? Let me show you one of my Facebook posts about a crypto asset that I invested in last year of February last year of 2020. I invested approximately $12,000 in a crypto, right? And just to be correct, $12,000 in the crypto. And today, before 11 months, almost at a year, $12,839.79, because there are fees on February the 12th of 2020 of last year. I held it, right? And I didn't trade it. Today, that investment has brought me $37,914.99. However, through this home-based business opportunity, I was able to get $500 more out of my paycheck from coaching, right? Basketball, girls basketball. So people that's on Social Security, I tell people, if you're on Social Security, do you want to stay at that income level? Or are you fine with what SSI pays you? And a lot of people that come in on Social Security say, no, I'm not making enough. I want more money. I can't live off of this, right? Social Security is not helping them because they're seeing the prices of groceries increasing. Do you want to be dependent on the government or independent of the government? They're seeing the increase of pricing of groceries. I said last summer that gas prices was increased. Now it's over $2 a gallon when it was under right at $1.70 or $1.80. So now you're seeing the increased pricing from your gas and your groceries, which causes inflation, but you're getting the same amount of money. How long is that money going to last you? You're getting the same amount of money and your pricing for your everyday goods and services are increasing beyond your control. But one thing you can control is your cash flow. So just some things about, again, you need the money to invest, right? I love teaching people about cryptocurrency and the power of credit and you leveraging or utilizing credit to invest. But you have to find that if you don't have the cash flow, if you're in the negative, you have negative cash flow, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, or as Dr. Lynn Richardson would say, paycheck to Monday, right? Meaning that you get paid Friday, and then Monday you're broke because you have to pay past due bills, then you're going to have to do something, people, because the United States is entering into hyperinflation this year. We haven't seen the amount of jobs that will be lost, the amount of 401ks that will be decreased, and pensions, and the amount of people that will be without jobs and without an income, right? You have to get to a point where you have to understand how to network people. One of the things about this book that I love, and it states, why the word network is valued by the rich, right? Why the word network is valued by the rich. Is valued by the rich. Why is the word network valued by the rich? This is why. This is one of my favorite quotes by John D. Rockefeller, who says, I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts. I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Thank you so much, big boy. He's signing up, right? People, if the rich value the word network, then we have to change our vocabulary, our financial literacy, and our mindset for the lower class, middle class, or the lower paid middle class. Many people that consider themselves middle class is not middle class, right? I have a family member, for example, that earns $250,000 a year. He refers to himself as middle class, but yet people that's earning about $50,000 or $75,000 or $90,000 a year consider themselves as middle class as well. So who's really middle class, right? I think it's a higher earning middle class and a lower earning middle class, and that lower earning middle class is going to be pushed more to the poverty level, and the higher earning, if they don't find a way to save what they're paying in taxes, is going to be pushed more to the lower class, middle class, right? I had someone to join, salary income was $150,000 a year. His goal was just to break even with his taxes. For the first time from being a part of this home-based business, he received a $2,000 plus tax refund. All he wanted to do was break even. He wasn't expecting to get anything back, but that's the power of a home-based business. Because now you have 475 soldiers working for you, right, versus 15. So do you want to stay at that income level? Out of this book, The Future of Network Marketing, you may notice that big independent businesses are also beginning to network, right? It is why it made sense for Time Warner, for example, to join forces with AOL. Now, remember, this book was written in the early 2000s when AOL was big, if you all know anything about AOL, right? The power of these two incredible companies work together and network together. You see KFC now and Taco Bell have joined forces together, right? The potential to create an awesome power in the world of business. The World Wide Web, aka Internet, is shaking up the world of business. The Internet allows more and more businesses and more people to work as a network. Information can now be communicated instantly through a network. There will always be rugged individuals in the world of business, but I predict the future is much brighter and more profitable for businesses and individuals choosing to network. So, network people is the vocabulary of the rich. A system works way faster than you than self, right? A system of people helping you to earn passive income, again, 10 different ways to get paid, works at 475 IRS business tax deductions, works faster than you than self. Another one of my quotes that I love from Jim Rohn, right, who was just the guru of network marketing and home-based business, have this quote that says formal education will make you a living, right? Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. You have to change your vocabulary, right? You have to change your mindset. And again, I don't think you got it. The point of that, I said this book was written in the early 2000s. This book is 20 years old. That wasn't the point. The point is everyone in the rich and wealthy category have something in their portfolio. Number one, they don't work for money, money work for them. Number two, they value networking, right, and earning money off of other people's profits other than their own. And number three, right, they understand that you need a team of people. You need a network of people. You need mentorship. You need to get out of the debt-based system of paying the highest taxes, because again, you're going to see a lot of people that's going to be affected from President Trump's payroll tax holiday, and a lot of people that receive the stimulus, when that amount is reduced from their CTC child tax credit and or the EIC earned income credit, and they're going to get thousands less in taxes back. So hey, I'm signing out. Again, if you don't have, you'll spend $129 on a meal. You'll go out and get steak and lobster and spend $129, right? You'll go buy a pair of maybe Jordans and spend $129. When are you going to invest in business opportunities? People, let me tell you something. 2021, we will experience a great reset. And like anything in life, seasons operate. You have your spring season, you have your summer season, you have the fall season, you have the winter. These are cycles of seasons in the first quarter of 2021 to position you for the winter season that we're going to see by the end of this year. And you're going to reflect on this day, January 16, 2021, where you had an opportunity to take action, to position yourself for prosperity. This is going to be the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced, right? And you all did not react. Some of you all did not respond or react to a $129 opportunity. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked me that, because I was just about to log off. You can sign up at, first of all, I like people to get educated more. So I want you to take 24 minutes to watch this 3 short videos on this website, how to shift your income.com. Learn about the money-making opportunity, how to make more money, how to maximize your money, and how to mind your money. What does mind mean? It means to protect or defend. right? So get yourself in position to get passive income. Thank you so much. So go to howtoshiftyourincome.com, watch those 3 short videos. And then after you watch those videos, text HBB, that's for home-based business, at 601-720-2063. And then I will text you back instructions on how to sign up and enroll. Just know that this 129 special ends Sunday at midnight, because there's a lot of people who would like to invest in crypto. Another testimonial that I have, a married couple, young man, $1,400 more out of his paycheck by adding on the home-based business. But let me explain this to you all as well, right? 10 different ways to get paid. It's daily pay, it's a car bonus, presidential bonus, and when you enroll 3 people, right? 3 people, then it is no cost to you. Now, some people ask, what is the monthly cost for if I don't enroll 3 more people? The monthly cost is for the website usage. Also, it comes with a tax app by IRS certified specialist, senior law specialist. He was a former IRS attorney, Sandy Botkins, right? So it helps you get some of your money back. You get up to $12,000 per child for hiring your children in a home-based business, right? You can also get tax deductions for square footage of your home, apartment, townhouse, or condo, portion of your utilities, cell phone bills, car mileage, vehicle depreciation, maintenance, right? Get cash flow does not mean just money coming to you. It also means being able to get some of that money back that flowed out. So that's how cash flow can flow in. It means getting some of that money back that flowed out from you. And these are the strategies, right, of the rich and wealthy. So I'm in this home-based business. I have my own personal credit consulting business. And now I'm also advising people on crypto investing and shifting. But some people have to find that money. You can't always depend on the stimulus, people. And again, that stimulus was just an advanced tax credit, meaning that it's still going to be reduced from your child tax credit or your earned income credit. Find a way to stimulate your paycheck if you are fortunate enough to have a job. And if you don't have a job and you're at home and you're trying to find some ways to increase your income or to make money, right? Because maybe right now you're in that gap where you're not getting that $300 unemployment from the federal government. And you need some money. Use the power of the home-based business. There's more people who need more money, who have jobs that you can share this opportunity with, that needs credit management help, that needs more money out of their paycheck. Maybe their spouse lost a job and they can have more money right within their own paycheck without asking for a pay raise, without working overtime or getting a second job, right? We're offering financial solutions for 2021 and the financial education, financial knowledge. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, go to howtoshiftyourincome.com. Just know that this $99 credit ends tomorrow at midnight at Eastern Standard Time, right? You all have a great night. Here's to your health, your wealth, your peace and prosperity, your credit, hopefully crypto, and your cash flow. Queen of Credit out.